What's up, everybody? Everybody hear me all right? All right. Let me get some of this modulation out of here. She's a little hot. Get that laid down a little bit. See Mr. Fusion, there's a mod. Let me get you fixed up. Who else? Creek, Mr. Fusion. Who else we gonna have? Who wants to do, let's see. Now listen, hey, you moderators. I don't care if you guys have dipshit, want to be dipshits, just pure vulgarness, kick that out. But yeah, people can come in and, if they want to have a stupid opinion, let them have it. Is the gotcha man in here? I didn't see him. All right, I got to get on YouTube here. I don't see the gotcha man. If you're in here, you better type something. All right, that ought to do it. Still got a little bit too much modulation in there. All right, that ought to dry it up a little bit. There we go. That's a much better. All right. So I thought it'd be kind of fun, talk about all these bullshit theories we've heard and dissect them so some of these crack squad can understand how ridiculous it would be if it was actually possible. Like a podcaster that's been on YouTube since 2009, leaving his podcast to go to California to do something to some kid he didn't even know. Now, I would hope that you guys know by now that Ryan does not believe one single word of what he tells. He just pulls that shit out his ass and throws it out there at them fucking crackheads, and they believe it. And it's got to be bad when my wife's sitting clear in the other room and I just happened to turn it on and he was talking about one of his theories and she cracked up from clear in the other room. And that was the one with the Ram sticker. I don't know if you guys missed that one, but he was talking about, the RAM sticker on the back and computers having RAM, and RAM meaning random access memory. and it just fucking went south from there. And the fucking crack squad's like, yeah, I know. It froze my computer up the other day. I got to read some of these comments, man. What do you think that that Ghost Ranch is the only 3,000 square foot house in the world or something? You really believe that? You don't think there's 3,000 square foot houses other places in the world? You got to be a pompous 30-year-old to have one. Jesus Christ. I love him too. I wish he wasn't being a dipshit and tainting his reputation to a bunch of new fucking people and tainting this fucking case and getting himself on the edge of a lawsuit and shit. It's fucking crazy stuff. Eh, what do you base it on? Just stick your finger in your butt and take a whiff and whatever it smells like, that's what it was. You got to have, there's got to be something to support that. You can't just assume something and start believing it. Yeah, man, start smashing that like button. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it right there. We're gonna put we're just gonna, for the fun of it, talk about all the absurd theories that have floated around and just sort of dissect them so we can laugh at how absurd they would be if they were true. Just some of the wild stuff that's just been made up and people believe it. How you doing, man? Yeah, that's the best thing to do, man. Just yank their pants down, put them up there, and let everybody read it and go, "Yeah, damn." Yeah, unfortunately, crack squad. No, you have to be 100% agreement with anything Ryan says, no matter how absurd it is. Because if you dare say that's bullshit, crack squad will get you. If it starts getting wild, yeah. Well, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater, can you? So yeah, you got freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom from responsibility. You can say whatever you want, but there's a responsibility for something things you say, like slandering grieving parents, saying their child's fake in a national news story, not just some little rumor thing, but the whole world is like watching this case. So there's a hell of a lot of eyes on it. That's pretty irresponsible. All right, I got to catch back up at the bottom. I was going back up just to see some of the shit I missed. That video of the mom, very dignified, and she said it without saying it. These sons of bitches that been slandering her are going to pay. She said it without saying it. Who was this? It said y'all should check out Burn after reading. He explained it well. Hmm. I know, man, but boy, was that an awkward exchange between him and Ryan. Hey, are you the guy that was talking about that on my video? Uh, yeah, that's very possible. That makes sense. It says being shot in the hat makes believe someone used a seatbelt to tie the body down. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. That makes more sense than anything. I was bar fighting when he was in diapers. Whatever. I just don't know where this God complex comes from. If you can write rhymes, just you're just invincible. I think that might be the problem, and nobody's ever fucking challenged it. Well, this ain't about him mentioning me. What's that got to do with it? I don't want him to mention me. 2 years ago, I would have loved to talk to the guy, but now, nah, rather not. All right, I think I'm caught up with some comments now. All right. Uh, if you saw the way that thing's made, those seat belts hang from the ceiling. There's one on this side, okay? And then the center seat, there's one on this side, and then the passenger seat, 3 seats across. So there's 3 belts hanging from the ceiling. And that center one, that son of a bitch is like 5 feet long. I want to know how in the world you sit and have a serious conversation about some just wild pie in the sky crackpot theory that they started talking about I looked at that. I stopped in that one, and they were talking about the kid that found the laptop being involved. And I just clicked off. I was like, oh, Jesus. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, really. That was just a business deal. Nobody said she was tied down, dipshit. Do you know the difference between just opinions and then facts? I think third grade, I had that down. If someone says, well, it could have been this, that's just an opinion. It's a better opinion than saying Mel did it. It's a better opinion than saying the parents did it. It's a better opinion than saying the kid that found the laptop did it. Wouldn't you agree? You know, thanks. There was literally one of them in the comments today saying, Ryan never said the parents did it. He never said that. He never said that. How do you even answer that? How do you even fucking respond to that? It's like, okay, well, guess what? You're wrong. Listen, the other thing is the crack squad, and I will just go ahead and talk about that real quick. Maybe somebody else will want to come on and talk on a little bit. The crack squad doesn't realize that they are the ones that are probably going to be the biggest contributors of getting him canceled because their IQ is so small. They don't understand that when they go in the comments, like if there's just somebody in the comments that says it's just absurd that the parents did it, when crack squad attacks them, they report it, and there's a report, and then the fucking crack squad attacks somebody else, and they report it, and then the fucking stack, and it just starts building a nice folder to the point the motherfucker overflows, and then the game over. And they're too fucking stupid to know that. They don't realize that they go in the comments attacking good people that are just saying, hey, not good to be slandering these parents. Hey, not good to be verbally assaulting a female soldier. And they attack those people. They report it. and their fucking IQ don't realize they just fucked Ryan over. Because it's going to, the report, somebody's going to just one of these days say, well, okay, enough. You got to be kidding me. Uh-uh. Oh, Jesus. Sharing information to better the case. They are? Really? You want to stand by that? You proud of that comment? That because I can tell you right now, it just fucking dropped the IQ in here about 6 points. I wonder, how do you guys keep from shitting your pants all day when you're this fucking dumb? I don't get it. I just explained to you how stupid it is when you guys do this shit. And it just blows my fucking mind. You really think it's productive for the case to accuse the parents You really think it's productive for the case to say the girl's fake? Really? Did your mom teach you not to brutalize women and body shame them? Were you raised not to do that? You're the type of guy I'd like to run into at the bar at 2:30 in the morning when I'm in a bad mood. Well, that's fine. You think I ain't ever been called a bitch before? I was a boss over 400 people. I've been called a hell of a lot worse than that, boy. It's it's still on his channel. Still there. All right. I got to get her on YouTube. Sound off, you guys. Cashville, Twisted. Hold on, I did that by mistake. I don't see Cashville. Say something. All right, we'll just wait. All right. Plus, if somebody wants to call in, they can call in too. See, I don't see Danny the Man Parker. I got him. All right, there you go. And there's Johnny Cashville. There he is. All right, now we're cooking. Who else? And Twisted 10. All right, you're good. Here we go. Hit this email if you want to call in. Hold on. And then and there's the link. All righty. Now let me read some comments. What we got here? Yeah, I'm looking for. I bet there's going to be. I'll bet there'll be an arrest this week. I'll bet there will be an arrest real soon. You know, we're past the point of it being an accident. Everybody knows that, right? The that if you'd have watched that, Nick was on. I think it was Grizzly, and he said without saying that video was dude for sure, and yeah, it don't look good for him. I think I'm saying I saw it fade away year ago, year and a half. You realize his name will forever be attached to that. There'll be so many people that never heard of him before. Okay, never heard of him, never heard his music, so they don't have any respect in that regard. And then they see this craziness, and then if someone says, "Hey, you ever hear Ryan Usher?" They're like, "Oh, that's that crazy fucker, man. That's Alex Jones' cousin." And so it's like I don't know why you'd want that out there.
Howdy, I'm just trying to fix my phone here. It's about to.
If it's about Zanime not being in the military, no, I'm not having
No,
that
I did
conversation.
I already apologized for that because I wanted to have an actual one-on-one conversation with her. And Blair and I ended up having a very good conversation about it, and she ended up joining, and I got to ask the questions. And I'm gonna say this: I do apologize beforehand for any accusations I made to her, to which she also heard me apologize to her face. Um, I do want to say though, I felt kind of annoyed that you were over talking me because you thought I was one of those brainless Upchurch fans. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of
But
Upchurch.
listen. When you start to try to tell me water's not wet, I'm done. The fucking conversation's over, and that's what you were doing. You're saying, "No, dude, but water's not wet," and I'm going, "Well, fucking ain't. I've been wet before, bud. I've been in the rain." You're going, "Oh no, water's not wet. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not." And I'm going, "The fuck it ain't." I mean, that's was the conversation we were having. So what's the point? When you see the girl in a documentary, the fucking news crew rides with her in her fucking platoon, and you're telling me something about a patch on her shirt. It doesn't matter. She's in the military. It's
So
obvious. They didn't fake that. That wasn't fake. I mean, that wasn't
yeah.
fake,
So
right?
to two
Wasn't
things
fake.
to that. Uh, while yes, I now I know that she's in the military. I didn't know about the ABC interview that you
Right.
were going
But
to
wasn't
do.
I telling you that the whole
For
time?
that.
I was telling you that the
Yeah,
whole
no, and I
time.
looked at it. I looked at it and I saw the photos that were in it, and it still brought up some questions. But then I ended up asking it, and she cleared everything up, which made
But let
sense.
me say this to you. I
So, like
just
I
want to
said,
say this to you. You had that
mm,
belief for one reason. The only reason you had that belief is because had Ryan just not picked, she was just, you understand that she was
yeah,
just some random girl, just some random chick that happened to show up on Ick and Mel's podcast, and Ryan just singled her out and just started shredding her, and you started believing the shit he was saying. And when he said she wasn't in the military, you just fucking believed it.
I will
You had
say,
no other,
okay,
and then you started looking for now let me finish.
all right,
So
sorry,
then
my
you
bad.
just automatically believed it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you
No,
started looking for reasons to support that belief. And you found some fucked up patch that didn't mean nothing because you were wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything you thought about the patch was wrong, right? Because she was in the military. So the patch is
She was
obviously
active
legal.
duty. Yeah.
It's obviously the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So you were just flat out wrong. And you got that belief from Ryan. And there's no point in
Mm-hmm.
beating a dead horse. That's like saying the water's not wet and you're standing there and it's raining. Someone dumped a bucket of water over your head, and then you fell out of a boat into the ocean. And you're still going, fucking water ain't wet. And it's pointless. It's pointless. That is just a crazy fucking way to a thought process. I wouldn't have that thought process. I would look for reasons to debunk my beliefs so that my beliefs can be on a solid foundation.
So I always do two processes. This is me personally. I'll look for a belief a reason to support that person's belief, and then I'll look for a reason to go against that person's belief. So when I started to see people questioning um, that she wasn't stolen valor, that's when I started to look into that aspect as well.
Right. But you know why people were questioning it now? Because Ryan just picked her,
Yes.
singled her out, and said she was fake. Just
And
some random chick. You understand that
Yeah.
he just pulled that out of his ass, knee jerk, on the fly, right there in the podcast. Just boom, just pulled it out of his ass. He looked at how many people were in there. Boom, bingo, bingo, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, this chick. Hey, this anime chick, she's fake. She was in on it. That's how that went. He
I
just picked
personally
her up.
believe,
Just
and I
random.
brought this up on a live.
Ronnie, literally, all Ronnie was some guy that called into Ick and Mouse podcast. He just called in. And to tell you how stupid the thing was about Zanime, that is a public park. Thousands of people go there every day. Even if you go and watch the Adventures with Purpose video, you can see a family picnicking in the back of the shot when they're diving on the car. People go there every single day. Every day. It's a big public park. There's probably 80 people in that park from noon or from 7 in the morning to midnight every single day. And that is the most popular park in that area. You could never go there and no one not be there. Zanime was just one of those people. Just one of those people.
I brought this up in the so I did a little bit of a live. I don't know if you know who Hillbilly Heart is. I had her on. We were discussing this, and I think there's two sides to this. First, church is surrounded by a bunch of people right now that are yes men and that are going to mold to what he wants. And to that, I agree with you.
You're kind of assuming that. We don't know. But I would hope that ain't the case, but it sure seems like it.
But that's what I'm watching, because I watch people. I've watched the lives that he's done with that Zan girl and then like a few others. And it doesn't look like anyone just being like, hey guys, why don't we question this instead of just going full on to that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think she was tired.
Yeah, this beyond it being an accident. I have that belief just because of what Nick said. He said it without saying. He ain't allowed to say because they could get sued or all kind of stuff. They got to be careful. But he said it without saying.
Yeah.
That was her the next day and all that crap. So.
But I do think the way Ryan went about it was utterly wrong. I brought that up.
Do you understand why he did it now? Do you understand it's just totally made up? Totally 1000% made up, just on the fly, knee jerk. It's not grounded in anything. It's just random. He just makes it up. Just makes it up as he goes. He's standing there and having a conversation with somebody and just make shit up as he goes. It's not grounded in any belief at all. It's just him getting people fighting and arguing. That's what it's all about, man. It's getting a bunch of dumb shits to repeat the stupid shit he says. And buddy, it works very fucking effectively. There was not a word said about the parents being involved till he did that. There wasn't involving a YouTuber, some fucking YouTuber that lives in a completely different part of the country. And motherfuckers are still running around talking about fucking Ick and Mel had something to do with it. It's crazy, man. It's just like me sitting here making up some stupid story and everybody believing it.
I do think though, because I saw you did a video earlier. You were talking about how you talked to the YouTuber who canceled Alex Jones.
No,
I
no, no,
don't.
no, no. This is a reporter. This is
Yeah,
a
the report. My
reporter
bad.
named
Reporter. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She's a
Um,
reporter. Yeah, yeah,
I do
yeah.
not think.
She emailed me. By
Okay.
the way,
All right.
she
I know.
emailed
I'm not
me.
gonna saying you
She just
initiated.
reached out and you know what her email said?
Yeah.
We're
No.
on it.
I'd like to know though.
Her
Yeah.
email said we're on it. That's what her email said. We're
Okay.
on it. That was it.
Because I do
We're on
think
it.
canceling Ryan is not gonna. I don't think
I'm
it's
not.
gonna.
Whoa. Stop. Ryan's canceling himself. You can't go on social media as a huge celebrity with a huge following and slander grieving parents. Can't do it.
Yes. And okay.
Period.
Yes and no, because I'm looking at this from a bigger perspective. Because
But
a
no,
lot of people.
wait. Before you finish, if Ryan gets canceled, whose fault will it be?
Oh, it'll be his fault. But I think this is something that people are not considering. Of this is of a bigger issue that people are going to make it. They're going to say, "Oh, this is a freedom of speech issue," which are not entirely wrong. The is the way he went about talking about Kylie's
Oh,
parents
okay.
and those other issues absolutely disgusting. Hell yeah. But it's gonna come back to raising that question of should somebody be canceled or removed for just because they spoke? Because at the end of the day, it is his opinion, and while his opinion might be
Well, you better
disgusting
tell.
to
You're
a lot
that's
of
falling on
people,
debt. Listen, you're talking about the entire social media platforms are owned by liberal Nazis. All of them.
you're right. I won't
They're
argue that.
speech police. They're fucking speech police. You're preaching to the choir, buddy. I wish it wasn't that way. You should be able to go on YouTube, say anything you want, but you can't say fire in a crowded theater. You
Yes, sir.
can't slander grieving parents. You can't say dead kids were crisis actors. That's see, the court has set a precedence on that now. This is something brand new. We never actually had a social media slander case till the Alex Jones case. Now that has set a
Mm-hmm.
court precedence, and the court says the court decision was we don't do that. We don't slander dead kids. We don't slander dead parents on social media. And that's just a knucklehead like me, let alone some celebrity that injected himself in the case so deeply that it was $100,000 reward to the people that found the guy or the founder. I mean, you can't do that, and he can do it. But all I'm saying is there will be fucking consequences for it. Speech
Well, yeah,
has consequences.
he's gonna reap what he sows now. Unfortunately, well,
Right. I mean, I wish it wasn't that way, but it's that way.
that's
And it's a shame that there's people that will do that. It's a shame that there are people that will slander parents, but there are. I mean, it should be one of them things that we don't ever have to worry about because nobody's that low. But
yeah,
there are already people putting up videos of the mother's interview with
yeah. I've been
the
seeing those.
mother gave one interview and they put it up and they shredded it. She wasn't crying enough. She wasn't sitting right. Her face didn't look right. She didn't look like she looked guilty to me. Just all that shit. Ryan started every bit of that. All of it.
A small part of me hopes when he looks back at all the stuff that has happened, he will look like he's gonna have to look and be like, okay, I was wrong about this YouTuber, this YouTuber, this YouTuber, this YouTuber, and this YouTuber. Maybe I was right about this one and this one, and goes, well, I owe certain people an apology. I did say that I think he definitely owes anime an apology for because one of the lowest things you can do to somebody that served in the military is call them stolen valor, and that's why when I came on, I was very, very careful. I was trying to be very careful on how I worded it because I was still on the fence. Because, like I said, I didn't know her full military history, and I wanted to know before making any kind of um, accusations on that. Because, like I said, I myself serve, and if like one of the lowest things you, like I said, one of the lowest things you can do to a military person is call them stolen valor if they in
Well,
fact.
also, he made a video this morning calling her a whore.
Who?
He called her a whore this morning
No.
in his fucking video, man. She's a fucking whore, and I know she did it, and I know she was in on it. And I just want to be clear. Her and fucking Ichamel damn sure did it. That was his video this morning.
Like I said, I
You,
would
you
love
guys
to.
understand he's just being a dick to be a dick, man.
Yeah,
And
no, like
the
I said,
crack
I'd love to
squads
sit
don't
there
understand it.
and
They
be
don't know how that
ignorant.
works.
I'd like to sit there and be ignorant and be like, Ron is completely innocent on everything, but I can't. Like I said, I have to think for myself. I'm not gonna let some person think for me. But at the end of the day, what I think is Ryan is wrong on a lot, but he's right on some things, and he's just surrounded himself with a group of people that are not for his betterment.
Man, I hear you, Johnny.
That is my opinion.
The up on the board, Cashville has asked everybody to pray for Ryan. I agree.
Is Castro on Ryan's side, or is he? I haven't really been watching Castro.
No. Hey, I don't want to hear them words. It ain't a matter about being on Ryan's side. It's not a side. There's no side
Let me say.
to be on.
Let me rephrase that. Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's for Ryan. Everybody's for Ryan. We're all for Ryan. I'm for Ryan. There's not a side. I'm against him. I'm for him. There's a fucking point where
No, I'm saying
you can't support. You can't support. I mean, I don't have to. I can love my son and not agree with every fucking thing he's doing.
Yeah, let me rephrase that.
But there's no side.
Has Cashville made it public, like called out the behavior that Ryan has been doing, or is he?
He has to do what he has to do in private because he's in the industry and works around a lot of the people that Ryan works with. So he can't take some hardcore position. He's just got to,
I guess there really is no middle position on things anymore. That's either one or the other. If you go public with it.
Okay. Do you think that that doing that to those parents was malicious,
Absolutely.
false, damaging to their reputation? It's all three, buddy. That was the one that, okay, up on the board is this question. There's people listening on ear pods, so I got to get in the habit of reading the deal. Ryan doesn't worry about the internet. He said he don't give a fuck, but he has been live a lot lately, more and more. He will get canceled. Let me tell you something. That comment was the one that bothered me the most because his fans built that social media platform for him. It was his fans.
Well, that's how he gets most of his revenue too.
So that's just like saying, screw you. I don't care. And that really didn't set well with me at all because I was riding along with him from the beginning, and I saw it grow, and I just felt like I was a part of that. And to just hear him say, well, I don't give a fuck about it. I was like, Jesus, man. Okay. Zav Girl's another one that's going to get canceled if she keeps following Ryan as well. I cannot believe what she has done. That's Tasha.
I mean, Zav Girl is, like I said, I think she just molds to whatever Ryan's belief is. I don't really think she's capable of thinking for herself. But that's my opinion. Don't take that for shit.
Preachers. I don't know what that. I don't. They flagged several preachers already that weren't doing anything wrong. Other channels were. It's not getting. So you're just talking about going around randomly canceling people that they don't over politics. That's McKee's Port Rose Garden. Freak says, we are not allowed to have morals. Rules for me, but not for thee. There you go. See, that's the other thing. Crack Squad. You could take any one of them guys and have a conversation with them, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, I was raised, man. We don't, buddy. You don't disrespect women. I wasn't raised to do that. You don't verbally abuse women. You don't body shame women. I wasn't raised that way. We don't punch down. I wasn't raised that way." And then Ryan does it, and they go, "How dare you tell him he's wrong? That bitch is a whore." It's just they just throw their fucking morals right out the window.
Yeah.
The Weakest Link says maybe Ronnie has the Michael Jackson skin condition deal going on. You win the internet, dude. His legs are white. I couldn't tell either way, to be honest with you, but I fucking love it.
Is he still live right now?
I have no idea. Don't believe that for a second. Nobody likes to hand a bunch of money over to somebody they don't like. No. That's never fun.
He does. I think in his heart he believes he's innocent on what he's saying.
But he's making it up. He don't believe anything. You got to understand me. He don't believe any of this. It's just made up shit to make people talk. It's totally made up. It's not grounded in any belief at all. It'd be just like me sitting here looking through these comments and going, here, I'm going to do a Ryan. Hold on. Woodburger Farm. Woodburger Farm. Didn't Kylie's grandpa own a farm? I think Kylie's grandpa did own a farm. So if you take wood and you take farm, burglar, wood burglar farm, dude, this guy's probably in on it. That there you go. That's exactly how it's done. Only if Ryan said it, Woodburger Farm would be in big trouble because now everybody would believe it.
God forbid my phone doesn't die. Here we go. Oh, shit.
I'm trying to catch up with the comments, guys.
Oh, Ryan Upchurch's mom joined the comments.
It says, Uncle Leo, Ronnie definitely was not full of it when he said his cousins were at the party.
Ryan Upchurch's mom joined the comments.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. Now, that's another one. Ronnie was just some random dude that called Eck and Mills podcast. Okay? Do you really believe that some dude called Ick and Mills podcast that had something to do with this case? It's just absurd on its face. It's ridiculous. I think that what this was, and not to say that it's horrible, but it's kind of I think this Ronnie character called in and said that, and maybe he was fluffing it, but that would be the worst thing he was guilty of. That would be the absolute worst thing he was guilty of, is just maybe saying something that wasn't true. I don't know, but to say he was involved is ridiculous. That was a question from Lee. It says Ryan was definitely full of it when he said his cousins were at the party.
I feel like I missed something here. What the fuck? I feel sorry for you. That is, I'm going to say, asking people to pray for Ryan. What? What did I miss?
Says Justice, aka Deport Nicole Arbor. Hey, you know that Deport Nicole Arbor you got there? That's pretty cool. You know, I'm the guy that found out who the reporter was that slandered Ryan, right? You know, I'm the guy that found out who she was and gave it to Patty Lynn. She'll back that up. She's in here now. So
Not a mod.
there's that. But anyway, I'm going to read your question. It says, and for as at Patty Lynn, might want to fact check yourself. Patty Lynn is a big girl. Ryan doesn't tell her what to do. Y'all crazy. I didn't say anything she had to do or anything not. I'm just talking to somebody my age, got a kid my age. Whatever. I wouldn't care if he was the only difference I would feel the same if it was just some random dude, but it's a big difference when you got a social media megaphone the size of his. It's pretty shitty to pick some random person that's not done a damn thing to anybody, not done anything to anyone, especially a female, has not done anything to anyone. And you got some huge celebrity going, you're a whore. You killed this child. Your military patches are fake. That she'll never shake that now.
Have a good night, Miss Church. I guess. I don't know. I feel like I missed a bunch of that conversation.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh, she says family agrees to disagree all the time.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh
absolutely. I just know that.
But that doesn't mean she can't be like, yeah, I think you're
I can say for sure
crossing a line.
If I don't even want to say it, but just sit there and call some random girl a whore to your fucking fans. Why do that? What? Why?
With my ass, but that's just.
I can't support that shit. I just can't do it. He sure can. Yeah, he can, and I can say I don't like it. Just the same, can I? Right?
We brought
Okay,
that.
so Jason Jennings, his question is, Ryan can say whatever the fuck he wants. The First Amendment is your God-given right, just like you can say whatever you like, and it's a two-way street. You dick riding anyway for views. Well, sugar pie, I can't yell fire in a crowded theater. And Alex Jones, the court set a precedence on what can be said and what can't be said on social media. And on social media, we can't say that parents are crisis actors and their kids are fake. The court has already said that is a societal no-no. And when you do that, we're going to compensate the parents.
Isn't that, though, by sitting there listening to those people, right? The courts, all those different organizations, one could argue is we're not really doing anything to fight back for the First Amendment.
Yeah, my mother would have absolutely checked me for sure. Twisted 10 says, my mother would have checked me if I was embarrassing myself like Ryan's embarrassing. Yep, yes, absolutely. She would say, what the hell are you thinking?
But you heard what I said, right? It wouldn't, like, are we any better, though, if we know that
Ryan's not a huge celebrity. Okay, Nathan's question is, Ryan is not a huge celebrity. He's got 2 billion spins in 13 different countries. He's got 11 Billboard top 10s, 3 Billboard hits, 2 gold records, 13 albums. He's got a signed record deal from Big Machine Records that he just hung on his wall for fun. Had he signed that deal that was already signed by them, he would be 4 times platinum.
Hey, there's no need to
4
be.
times platinum. That's bigger than any country star on the radio today.
There's no need to be bullying folks on the comments, bro. Shit, you can't be said. I'm not talking. I'm not talking to you. Whatchamacallit, psycho. But there's someone that said, "Oh, Patty Lynn is not real." But if we're gonna say that's wrong, and we
That's, you know what? Zanime has to put up with that every single time she logs on.
I said
Every time Zanime gets on YouTube now, she's got to just sit there and tolerate slander. She makes a comment somewhere, and 15 people comment behind her with a bunch of slander now.
But I'm saying, okay, I'm saying if we're doing that, you or I are no better than that.
I appreciate you stopping in, Patty Lynn. My came from my heart. I don't want to see Ryan get canceled, and he is on his way to doing that.
Like,
and when he gets canceled, it's going to be his fault, not mine. Be his fault.
If you're gonna set a standard to live, like if you're gonna set a standard for people to follow, then those people need to follow that same standard. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be, because then that comes off as hypocritical. Oh, Ron, you can't do this to this person, but I'm gonna do that.
And they do it, and yeah, I know you wouldn't believe the people comment. You say something. Well, I didn't see you checking Ryan when he was calling some girl a whore.
Yeah, and that goes on both sides of the aisle because it's not just.
My mother's face would be red.
Shit, my mother would.
She wouldn't want to be seen with me. She wouldn't want to be seen with me. This is Jen Babe. She says Patty Lynn should be embarrassed of her son. I'd be embarrassed.
That's not for you to say, though. I mean, I'm not making excuses for nobody, but
I mean, how can you support somebody that's punching down? I want to know. What happened to your moral fiber? I'm just talking to everybody in general that supports this nonsense. Where did you get to a place where you just think it's cool to pick somebody and just punch down on them? That Tinder dude that found that laptop, do you think he deserved the tongue lashing he got from a celebrity? And now all the little minions are in there just chewing his comments alive. He didn't deserve that. What happened to you guys that you're willing to support that stuff now? A female military soldier. You guys all call yourselves conservatives, Republicans? I don't believe it. If you're willing to support the slandering of an active duty military female, screaming at the top of your lungs from a 3 million subscriber platform going, she's a fucking whore.
it's not that she's just active duty. This is someone that has gone on deployments too. So she's gone to shithole areas where people want her dead just as much as the guy to the left or right of her, or female.
Well, I can stand here and say with absolute certainty that okay.
I even said to her that one of some of the most disgusting comments I saw were people that did zero research on how the military recruits. So someone said because she's Ukrainian, she couldn't be in the military, and that's absolutely and utterly false. So I have a buddy who's from literally from Africa, got his green card and got his citizenship through the military. You have to have your green card first, but then you can apply through the military and get your citizenship. And some of the people that I went through basic training, they didn't get their citizenship until after they completed basic training. Like it was still pending approval. So that's something you also got to take in consideration. If she may not have even had her citizenship while she was deployed.
Hey, Cashville.
Approval.
Let me tell you. Hey, Cashville, you can call or come on cam, either one. I got the phone hot. It's plugged into the board if you want to call.
I want to see him come in. Patty Lynn should at least let Ryan know how it feels.
Brianna 25 says, I think Patty Lynn is just a mama protecting her babies. is her job. But that said, we don't know what she's saying to her son in private. I don't want mine to stop, but I would say my mom wouldn't protect me if I was doing that.
Shit.
She wouldn't. My mom wouldn't protect me if I was doing that. She'd bust my balls. She wouldn't protect me if I was doing that. She'd protect me if I'm doing right. But if I'm punching down and slandering people and pouring salt in the wounds of grieving parents, no, 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 no. There wouldn't be no mama bear there. She'd tell me I got what I had coming. This is what I don't understand. So Heather says, "Come on, y'all, common sense. Patty does not agree with the bashing of a woman. Period. I know that for certain she doesn't. I know that she doesn't. No question that she doesn't. I'll pull you
I
up there,
just agree.
Johnny.
We don't know what
Here now.
she's closed doors, so I
Well,
don't. I can make
there
no
you go.
judgment on that.
Yo, can y'all
What's
hear
up?
me?
I can
Yeah.
hear him. I don't know if mom
Oh
can.
man, this shit right here has gotten so out of hand, man. And look, I want to say something, Psycho man. And I want everybody in the chat to know something because a lot of these people follow me, and a lot of these people know, man. I love Ryan. I care for him. Like I look at him like a little brother, regardless of how he feels about me, regardless of what Patty just said about. I haven't caused him no kind of trouble. Never have, never will. I'm not doing it now. But I am gonna say this, and I didn't even want to speak on this, but after the last few comments, I just got to speak on it. Psycho is not in here trying to bash anybody. There's a lot of fans right now that are really lost and confused because we're not used to this from Ryan. We're not, you know, we're not used to this, and it's hurting our feelings. Even with the even going back to the Dagburn stuff, like we had your back over that, bro, and it's just that, and then this, and it's just like, man, everybody's confused, and it's like a divide, and we all. I don't care. Psycho will tell you right now, he cares. We all fucking care. Is the only reason we care. I didn't want to voice my opinion because I didn't want to look like I'm not taking a side. My side is with Ryan, and
Yeah.
it's with the truth. Really, is
Yeah.
It
But
is.
why not argue though? So by not voicing your opinion, like you're not helping. Like I think if Ryan hears more from people on like, and they start speaking their opinion publicly to him, like he might recant statements he's made.
No, yeah, I guess you haven't been reading comments. There's
No,
been plenty of his fans say, "Dude, what are you doing?" And he says, "Fuck off, unsubscribe."
fantastic. Well, then you know what they say: you reap what you sow. Yes, as much as that sucks, but
No doubt.
he just needs a little humility.
I hope he finds it again. So, what are some of the most ridiculous theories you guys have heard? Some of them are crazy.
I
That
like
I
the
just
part.
the Ram sticker had me laughing and almost peeing myself.
The cartel ones are interesting ones, I think.
I'm trying to get caught up on these comments. It says I got a serious question. What is the point of this? What are you trying to accomplish? I don't know. If you can't figure it out,
Awareness.
there's probably nothing I can do to help you because your IQ probably just isn't capable. I'm sorry, but yeah, he wants to know what we're trying to accomplish, and if you can't figure that out, I don't know. I can promise you that if it was anybody but Ryan, you'd say you ain't supposed to beat up on women, you ain't supposed to verbally assault women, you ain't supposed to disrespect people in the military, you ain't supposed to slander grieving parents. Those are things you ain't supposed to do. I don't know why that falls so short on so many people. And look who we got here, Zana May. How you doing?
Oh, loves anime. Long time no see. How you doing?
Hi. I just want to say, I'm, can I cuss in here, please?
Oh, absolutely.
I am fucking tired of people saying that I have a stolen valor.
We cleared
It
it
is
up there.
100% ridiculous.
Let her talk, dude. This is her time.
No, 100% ridiculous. I am exhausted of people talking about so much stuff about our military, not just army or any other branch. It's the people that have actually provided sacrifice. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about like other people that are getting attacked in my own chat and on my own page, saying like, "Oh, maybe you're stolen valor."
Right.
No, absolutely wrong. No, this needs to stop. I'm exhausted by listening to all of this other derogatory comments and everything else that's coming towards not just me, my family, people on my page getting attacked. Anytime anyone that mentions Zename, they are getting attacked for no reason. This needs to stop, and this needs to stop now. And stop monetizing of this poor girl's family. Thank you.
I appreciate you voicing that, Zanime. And the only advice that I can give you is screen cap that shit and screen cap it all. Screen cap it all. And make a folder and just screen cap it.
Hey, by the way, I wanted to say a lot of respect to you. Thank you for seeing the truth. I've been following you since the very beginning. And it's the fact that the way, because everybody's entitled to their opinions, obviously. And I appreciate everybody's opinions. But the way that you followed through and then actually got to see everything, it was amazing. And this is how people should really see it.
I
So thank
appreciate
you.
that. I'm sorry this happened to you. It shouldn't have.
It's, you know what? I'm glad it happened to me, not to anybody else. Because at least I can handle it.
It's still fucked up.
And your family are the exact kind of immigrants we would hope for. We would actually hope for. I don't know how it could be any better. You got nothing to be ashamed of.
Thank you. I'm just out here to support my family and then take care of my mom and take care of my cousin and do the best that I can do and to live and make my own life here in America.
And, you know, unfortunately, and I, like I say, I hate to even say this, but I've seen this for so long now. A lot of these low IQ people are not going to ever let it go. They're not going to.
No.
So you just got to just keep blocking them. They'll get tired of making new accounts and just, it's tiresome.
I'm not blocking it. I'm one of the reasons I left my comment page up on my YouTube channel is because I want everybody to see the kind of hate that sometimes comes with the wrath of another person. Because I want to stand up. I want to stand up for what is right, and I want to stand up for all the other people are getting harassed on the YouTube.
I agree. You know, Ryan used to do the kind of stuff like that in a fun way that was enjoyable and it didn't hurt anybody and everybody got a laugh, you know. There was a whole episode where he like even made an album, you know, where he was like this troll back and forth between this dude named Johnny Gobble. And it was senseless fun. Nobody got hurt. And then all of a sudden it just turned dark.
And it always does. It always does. Sometimes it's fun to mess around in the backyard, but when you take it to the front yard and then to take it to the bigger crowd, it's not. The thing is, innocent people are getting hurt in this whole situation. Like, Yeah, bring the bullying, bring the harassment towards me. I don't care. I'll take it. I'll take every single bull that comes towards me, and I will build my own armor out of it. But the thing is, when I come to, like, when somebody comments about me in another people's chat, they're the ones that get an attack for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Go ahead, ask me questions.
There's anime. Ask away, all you doubters. All you guys that say she's not in the military and that she had something to do with a 16-year-old girl's demise.
Psycho.
There she is. Ask away.
I want to ask you a question, Psycho.
Sure.
Is that Johnny?
Why are you doing this? All this, and
because I don't want to see Ryan get canceled. Because I don't want to see Ryan get canceled.
Why aren't you taking it?
I'm one of his biggest fans. I'm one of his biggest supporters. I don't want to see him get canceled. I don't want to see him ruin his reputation. I don't want to see him get sued.
Okay, can I talk?
Any other questions?
Yeah, you didn't even let me finish. Why aren't you taking it to him privately?
Good night, son. Have a good night. Oh,
yeah, you ain't going to listen to what I got
There's
to say.
nothing.
Huh?
You're one of the low IQ people that just aren't going to accept why it needs to happen. He's slandering women. He's slandering grieving parents. He's going to get himself canceled. I want to get his attention, make him stop it before it's too late. And let me tell you something while you're here, minion. When you guys are running in Xanime's comments and leaving those nasty comments, that's you're helping get him canceled. Because every time you guys speak shitty to somebody, they report it. And you speak shitty to the next person and they report it. And you speak shitty to the next one and they report it. So you guys are the ones that are going to get him canceled. You guys. The people that are slandering Xanime, they're going to get him canceled. The people that are slandering these parents, they're going to get him canceled. The people that are slandering that kid that found that laptop, they're going to get him canceled. That's why you got to have a fucking brain cell bigger than a peanut.
If I may,
right ahead.
For those of you, so I do want to bring this up because I was at first on that stupid stolen valor train, and Xanime was there with me. I think it was Glare. Yeah, it was Glare's interview, and you can go check it out. It's called the video. I think it's called Last Call Live. I asked her questions that you can ask any military person, and she answered them in the most proficient and professional manner that I could think of. And any person that ever served in the military can tell that she was definitely in the military.
Wait, that was you yesterday?
Yeah, that was me.
Or day before yesterday?
Yeah, that was me.
Nice.
Listen, I can vouch. You know, he was pretty sold on the idea because I couldn't get him to change his mind. So if you got him to change his mind, that's awesome.
And if anybody has any questions on that, or if y'all want to sit there and pull some bullshit on her, I'm going to come up there and defend her myself, because I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not going to let you sit there and call somebody who I consider now a sister in arms fucking all this slander's bullshit. Is my duty as a fellow brother, we call them battle buddies, fellow battle, to not sit there and let y'all do that. I'm sorry, that's just fucking wrong. She earned her fucking rank. She earned her fucking title as a soldier. She earned her goddamn citizenship. That's more than I think most of y'all can say. And I'm not going to let y'all sit there and fucking ruin this girl's life. So y'all can go fuck off with that shit. If y'all have actual other questions that maybe she can't clear up, that's between you and her. But I'm not going to sit here and let people discredit her service. She did her time. She's
you shouldn't do that to any. You shouldn't do that to any military person. Military person.
It's
and
okay.
You shouldn't do that to a woman either, especially when you're online.
It's always okay to question a veteran or someone that's serving, because we do get people that are stolen valor. But if that person could sit there and say and prove that they are not stolen valor, and you continue to call them that, that's disrespectful on a whole nother level. That's the worst thing you can do to someone that is served or is currently serving.
Hey, Joseph, can I ask you a question?
Oh, she come on fucking
Joseph Augustine would like to know He says
Nah,
his anime
why doesn't
stolen
he show
valor.
up on this fucking little panel instead of putting that shit on a goddamn chat board? Instead of being a little crybaby bitch, come on up here and say that to her. If you want to be a man about it, shit. It's easy to sit there behind a comment section and put that shit, bro.
You know, let's just let it sit there and bake. Joseph Augustine has the IQ of a toddler.
Jesus.
She's here. You got any questions?
He won't come on here.
No, he's a coward.
It's easier to sit there behind some fucking fake ass username and type some bullshit up.
You guys are working real hard at getting Ryan canceled. You see, when you guys beat up on people, they report it. Let me just tell some of these other crackheads real quick. When you guys go in the comments and trash on people, they report it. So good job. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Hey, one thing, I would never talk down to another person about their IQ or anything else. I don't want to diminish anybody else. I'm just purely out here to say that you can attack me as long as you want to. I don't care. I will move on. I will keep doing what I do. I will try to find my niche, and I will keep living because I know the truth, and like that I have nothing to do with anything else. What I'm saying is the fact that the wrath that my name brings when somebody else comes out and actually talks about me, and then they're the ones that get attacked. It got way out of hand. It got way out of hand. I'm done being nice. I don't want to be nice anymore.
I don't think you should be.
You're better than these anime. I would have already gone off. That's all I'm gonna say. You held your patience longer than me. So
okay, here's Christine G. Christine G would like to know why you were boating over a wrecked car. Don't insert yourself if you don't want to be looked at.
Look, I have an answer for that. I'm not the only one that was kayaking on that lake, and I did not kayak over that area. There are 300 plus people volunteers.
Can I add to your answers, Anime?
Go ahead.
That's a very popular recreation area in that part of the country, that part of California, Christy. That park is open to the public. There are people camping there every single day. There are people kayaking there every single day. There are people having cookouts there every single day. So much so that if you go watch Adventures with Purpose video, in the back of the shot, there's a family with a bunch of little kids blowing up water toys and lighting a hibachi. Right behind Adventures with Purpose when they're diving on her car. Now, if you don't believe me, I've got the timestamp for you and you can go watch it. Now, I don't know what it's going to take. You understand that Ryan Upchurch picked this girl randomly, just some random person, and fed you guys this nonsense. This is another female that you're saying this to. She was slandered. She was attacked. She was called a whore from a celebrity platform with a megaphone the size of a truck. And if your mind cannot process the fact that that is a public park, dozens of YouTubers were going there that were curious. Dozens of people wanted to get there. There were people going out there driving cars saying, look, this is where she would have went. People driving out there saying, look, this is where she parked. People driving out there saying, look, this is where the party was. But one girl just happens to go kayaking and just takes a quick video of herself doing it. And Ryan Upchurch decides to tell you guys she's suspect, and it's been hell ever since. And I just want to know, are you proud of yourself? Maybe a little critical thinking's in order.
Johnny Cashville's trying to join. He's talking.
Where'd you go, Johnny? Oh, there you are. Boom. Okay. You connected better? Or do you want to call in on the phone? Yeah, if you're having trouble connecting, Johnny, just call me on the phone and I'll patch you right into the board. Oh, here we go.
So some
Yeah,
people
now we
were
got you, buddy.
All
You
right,
came
cool.
on for
Goddamn,
just
I'm
a
trying to get
second.
here for 30 minutes.
I saw him talking in private chat, and I was like, "Where are these notifications coming
You
from?"
kept spinning. That was the only reason I didn't
Look.
add you, is your icon was twirling.
Yo, check this out. Okay, everybody, a lot of people here know, man. I've been knowing Ryan for a long time, man. Before any songs were recorded, anything like, we went our separate ways, and I've always had his back. I always will have his back. Zanime, I'm sorry for what you had to go through. Ryan is a good dude, and listen, and Psycho is coming from a place, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, he's attacking Ryan." He's coming from a place, and this is coming from me, guys. And anybody knows me knows I always have this dude's back, bro. It's coming from a place of love, and we care. And Ryan gets lost in the sauce sometimes. Like Zanime, I seen it from the jump. You know, you wasn't admitting that. So y'all were kind of going back and forth, and he gets very emotionally involved, just like Psycho is involved right now. Like he's involved in it. You know, he's very emotional about it because he feels a certain way about it, and a lot of people feel a certain way. And this is a divided a lot of people. And what I really want to say, and I didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to get on here with this. I was making comments in the post, just joking around, because a lot of people don't know I've known Psycho for a while. He's a great human being. Ryan is a great human being. Ryan is just in the spot right now that I don't think he's doing this, and we can argue about it all we want, but I don't think he's doing this for any publicity or anything. He don't need publicity, y'all. I just think he is in a place where he's like that, man. He likes to wonder. He likes to investigate stuff, and he has the right to do that. Does he have and does he have a right to say the girl's not real? No, I don't. I'm not going to stand behind him on that, because that's, there's family members and there's friends, and there's so many people that are being hurt by the words, and then like me and Psycho are scared. We don't want him to get canceled. We don't want to see everything he worked hard for just go down the drain. We really cared. And I've tried to talk behind the scenes and send him a text message, and then automatically I was a bad guy. And I look at him like a brother. So me being a good brother, I have to like stand up and say, "Hey, bub, you're tripping, man. Like, get away from that stuff. You're bigger than that. Just drop some music," trying to encourage him to go in one direction and not go down this rabbit hole of stuff. And, bottom line to all this, guys, is, and this is what I want to say, this is what I want this to be heard loudly and clearly. The bottom line from everybody, from you, Psycho, from Ryan, to whoever, to the Glare, to Zanime, to Ronnie with the white legs, everybody, listen, we need to let that girl rest in peace. We need to let her rest in peace. We need to let her family grieve. We don't need to be on here arguing amongst each other about what Ryan did, or what this one said, or what that one said. We need to let her rest in peace. And, Patty jumped on here, and it really hurt me what she said, because I've never tried to cause people any kind of problems. I've always been nothing but respectful and had their back, and I still do. But we just need to let that little girl rest in peace, man. That's really all I got to say, man. Because that's what I've been saying since all this started, man. Let that lady rest in peace, please, man. Please, y'all.
I wanted to ask you this, Cashville, because you're closer to him. Do you think it has anything to do with the people that he surrounds himself with right now? Because I'll see, like, his inner circle changes from time to time depending on what he's doing.
I'm not about to go into assumptions about his personal life. That would be assumptions.
No, I mean, B. Loose, his manager, is a great guy. I love B. Loose, man. I recently just got to know him. These last 3 or 4 months, man, he seems like a great guy. I think Ryan, I know Ryan. He's always done what he wants. Ryan's gonna do what he wants to do, y'all. And I don't think y'all understand that. He's gonna do what he wants to do, and that's part of the reason why we all like Ryan, is because he does do and say what he wants to do. And I just think, he's a wanderer, man. Like, he wonders, and he's a thinker, and I think this just went down the wrong direction. Ryan's not going to apologize to nobody. We all know that. And I just think this went down the wrong direction, unfortunately. And Patty, if you're listening, when I said we need to pray for Ryan, we need to pray. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for everybody involved. I pray for everybody. I'm not saying that in no vindictive way because I'm not like that. I'm not. That's not me. Yeah, I joke and I roast people on the internet and I have fun and stuff. But at the end of the day, I want to see people do good. I don't want to see Ryan lose his platform that he worked fucking hard as hell for. Dude is a hard worker. I want to see him lose that. And I wasn't even gonna speak out on this. And just Patty coming in here made me want to speak out because nobody's gonna answer my phone call. Nobody's gonna respond to my messages. So this is the only way I can do it. And it just sucks that all this is going on. It sucks for Zename. It sucks for the Ickmail dude. It sucks for the fans. There's a lot of fans that are gonna ride with him right or wrong, but then there's a lot of fans that are, they're like, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of fans that are like, dang, man, this really ain't cool. But at the end of the day, man, what will kill all this shit is for us just to pray for that little girl and her family and let her rest in peace, man. Quit talking about it. Let the cops do their jobs, man. Let the people do their jobs, man. Quit trying to figure out this fucking Scooby-Doo mystery, man, and just move on.
Well,
it
as
fucking
long as
sucks,
speculation
man.
stays reasonable, I mean.
Well, it
people
fucking
say
sucks
wild
for
stuff.
people like because Jim, I know you're not doing this from no hateful manner. You're not trying to be hateful. You really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You really care. So I know that. I know where your heart's at, man. And a lot of people feel that. Since this is going on, how many text messages I get and how many messages I get a day. And we just care, man. That's really all it is. If we just care, but the only way to end it is just for everybody to quit talking about it, man. Quit feeding into it. Everybody. Let her rest, man. Let that little girl rest. She's real. She it's a tragic situation. Whether it's foul play, the cops will figure that out. We don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's foul play. Me personally, I think it might have been an accident. You know what I'm saying? She might have been drinking too much and ran off the road, and it happens every day. But then again, you never know. But that's for the cops to figure out, man. All this, it's just sad, man. I seen the mom go on there and say what she said yesterday. Nobody wants to see Ryan get involved in some kind of lawsuit like this and lose his platform. Dude, that would be just devastating because we all, man, even me, bro, even me, dog. I don't understand, man. I was in the streets before I met Ryan, man. We changed each other's lives, dog. I can never hate anybody like that, regardless of what they feel about me. That's just what type of person I am. I still got his back. I still support him. I just got to back away from this one. That's why I ain't said nothing. That's why I just be kind of distraught by getting all these phone calls and, I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lost. I wish I could see him right now so I could shake him and say, dude, chill. Leave it alone, bro. But Ryan's like that, man. Ryan, I think he cares, but he over cares. And then he sits in his own mind and he stirs up, his mind stirs, and but it's not right to blame people. It's not right. Let the police do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do nothing because I tried to do this offline, and I'll never talk about it again, regardless of what anybody says about me. I know he knows me. I know me. My family knows me, and I got a good heart, and I got a big heart, and I care about people, and I still care about him. And I've seen so much stuff over the last couple of weeks. It's like, man, this ain't this dude's character. And I think a lot of the fans are kind of divided right now. I think they're just divided, and it sucks because, like, that's not what this shit was built on, bro. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't built on a division type thing.
Yeah, I would have never thought I would hear him say that. I never thought I'd hear him say that he didn't care about his platform that connects him to his fans. I'm like, what? How could you? That just didn't even make sense to me. I want to address this question this dude had here to Zanime. So, Kevin, so you're just some chick that jumped in the true crime thing that everybody's doing, and some celebrity that you've never heard of in your life picked you at random, put you on a stage in front of 200,000 or 300,000 people, accused you of being involved in this case, body shamed you, made fun of a scar you had on your lip from falling down, told people you had stolen valor. And then from there, people like you generated these beliefs. All of a sudden, thousands of people are attacking her YouTube channel and starting to pound on her. Now, imagine this is your mom or your sister. What would she do? The first knee-jerk reaction would be to shut the channel down. That's what I'd have done. You see, she brought it back. Do you really think this girl had something to do with that? Honestly. Honestly, do you think this girl had something to do with that? Type it. I want to see your reply to me. Yes or no? You think she had something to do with harming this child, or you don't?
Now, see that I remember that situation.
See, I see you're too big of a coward to own it. You're too big of a coward. Own what you say, man. Let me say something real quick, Johnny. This is something I learned. I'm going to share some wisdom with you guys. If you stand on your convictions, unwavering, no matter who it is, wrong is wrong and right is right, even your enemies will have respect for you. But if you're all wishy-washy, nobody will have respect for you. So if you believe she was in on this, stand on it, son. Right down here. You reply to me. Yes, she did it. Let me see it. Waiting.
She didn't do that.
Yeah, he's not going to.
Hey, I do want to say, I think it's going to be my last words. I want to really put all of this crap behind me because it got way out of hand. My family is getting hurt. I want to say something. I am a fan of multiple channels on this YouTube, just like any one of you. I get into the chats. I call in once in a while. I was just at the wrong time, at the wrong place, got called out for something. I wanted to do something good. I wanted to volunteer because I was going to be in the area anyways. I really wanted to do something good for this family. Yes, I might have put out a cute little video of me and my dog having fun on the lake like anyone else would, because that's my life. And I am truly sorry for what her family is going through. I am. But the thing is, I have nothing to do with any of this stuff, and getting accused and getting bullied and harassed and doxxed, and all of my information is out there. That's including my job, my family, my address, my telephone number. I don't answer any more phone calls anymore. Getting death threats. For what? For what? For being out there, having this trip planned, kayaking, and taking some videos and posting it. And now everybody thinks I'm a conspiracy theory. No, this needs to stop. Not just me. There are people got wrapped into this whole situation. People got wrapped in. My friends got blamed for something. My friends are getting doxxed as well for something that is completely untrue. 100%. And that is all I have to say. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of wrath from this. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate. And people going to go around and start saying a lot of other things. I'm just a person that is making my own life, that is helping out my own family, and then trying to be good, trying to do good for this country. that's who I am. If you have a problem with that, go ahead. Go ahead, harass me on my YouTube channel again. I'm not going to shut that down because I want to display it. And I want to stand up for every single person that has been harassed and doxxed and everything on this YouTube platform. I am done. I am done being nice.
They're doxing you now? Jesus Christ.
They've been doxing me since the day one.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. If
Enough.
you have to dox somebody, there's something wrong with you in the head. You need to get reevaluated. You can have a problem with somebody and have it between you and that person on YouTube and go back at it publicly. But the minute you start putting somebody's address and family into it, there's something wrong with you.
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Let me address this question
I wish somebody
of Wolstein Holmes real quick.
Dox me.
I'm gonna
let me answer this guy's question here real quick. He says, I think anyone who puts themselves in the spotlight on YouTube should know how vile it can be. If you don't like the heat, stay out of the kitchen. So you're down. So you're down with some celebrity with a huge platform and a bunch of people following him. If somebody comes on the YouTube, they should just have to tolerate being attacked. You really have that belief? What are you going to do when it's you someday? I mean, really?
Well, look,
you got a mother or a sister? Do you think your sister should be allowed to go on YouTube without being called a whore? Do you think your sister should be allowed to go on YouTube without being accused of harming a child by a celebrity with millions of followers who then attack her, dox her friends? Do you really have that belief?
That's like saying I have the right to defend myself, but I'm gonna just go and fucking beat the shit out of people that aren't doing nothing wrong. That was a bad analogy, but
I think Xana, I think the thing with you was, y'all got into a heated argument over the dead dog situation, and you saying he said that, and he's saying he didn't say that, and it just got heated. Ryan's very passionate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if y'all could just really, like, you and a lot of people could just sit down and chop it up with dude, and I don't want it to go where y'all won't ever do that, and I feel bad that you're getting doxxed. It's horrible, but I feel like the common ground is like, we need to chop it up, man. We need to get this thing back in order. You know what I'm saying? I think the whole true crime community thing is whack as fuck, because, yeah, it's cool. Somebody goes missing, post them. Hey, have y'all seen this girl? If you do, call this number, and that's as far as it needs to go. And I just feel that way passionately. I feel, because I've been watching this shit, and I'm like, dude, man, we're dragging this little girl and her family through the fucking mud. That's why I didn't want to talk about it, because I don't want to be a part of that part of it. And, like, people make mistakes, y'all. Like, people make mistakes, man, and people should be able to be forgiven for their mistakes. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You're angry. A lot of people are angry, but people can be forgiven, and people can. But on the same token, you got to own up. You got to own up for your part in this shit. And I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just confused, man. I feel bad for everybody involved in this situation.
Somebody's asking to join the chat.
I'm praying for everybody, man.
Somebody's asking to join. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to say the Zanime is right that I got put on Ryan's hit list to be put in his videos just because I was challenging him attacking Zanime and putting that picture of that little girl, Kiely. And I told him that he was wrong for that he could think critically sometimes, but he goes off on edges that don't make sense. And he put me on a video on the next one. My question to all of you that support Ryan, support this behavior, and try to victim shame the people that get attacked and put on videos, I want to ask you, how long are you going to be okay him doing this? This is illegal. This is not freedom of speech. This is libel. This is slander. This is lies. He's not saying an opinion. He's saying these people are the same people. These people are in on a fraud. Like, how long are you guys going to support this by making excuses for him? What if the only thing stop is to get sued? What if the only thing that will make him stop is to get canceled?
They're not going to want to hear
Yeah,
that.
I see. I just got a text message saying that Captain Kurt was talking shit. Captain Kurt, you don't know me, brother. Yeah, I ain't nobody talking shit about Ryan over here. Everybody is trying to fucking reason and our concerns. So Captain Kurt, I don't know what you're saying because I can't see, but eat a dick.
We're trying to have.
I don't care.
I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of
We're
this
just
whole
having
thing.
conversation, Yeah, we're trying to have civil conversation, man. Even I just from what Zaname just said, like she's like, dang, like y'all just leave me alone. Y'all don't know this lady.
But Kevin, she was being attacked. Like, I don't understand it. And I never knew Ryan before this. He is a talented artist, so it's not like I don't like the guy. But wrong is wrong, and she did nothing wrong. She was on a panel like any of us would have been, and then he attacked her, and you guys are going to say she didn't have a right to react whatever way she wanted to react, whether it was to get off, stay on, not answer. I mean, it's wrong for you guys to blame her on any level.
Let me address this question real quick. Amanda Corolina. She says, you said the same thing about this chick and Naked Mel and the other guy. Now you're in for Ryan. Well, here's the problem. I always looked up to Ryan. I never knew him to lie to me. I never knew him to get on his YouTube channel and look into the camera and mislead people. He's never done that before. So I just by default thought, man, these people are crappy. Well, guess what? I checked, found out I was wrong, and very much apologized. Very much apologized. I was ashamed of myself.
This is something that I want to bring up that I ask people to consider. It's not an assumption. Like, I don't know this for sure, so don't. But Zaname said she's been in combat. I've worked with a lot of people while I've been in the military and before I joined the military that had come back with all kinds of different problems from combat. And you don't know what somebody's trigger to that is. And she could have left because she got overwhelmed from a bunch of stuff. That's something to take into consideration. I'm not saying that's what it was when she left that chat, because I know everyone brings up, oh, that makes her guilty. That doesn't make her guilty. That could be easily someone that just got overwhelmed with what was going on and had to step out. That's something I think people should take into consideration, but that's just me.
Hey, thank you for saying this. Psychobabble, I appreciate for me, for like actually having me here, for allowing to speak. And I know I sound a bit rough because I had enough. I had enough of this, and I feel like I need to start speaking up. And and you're right. Some scars you cannot see. You're absolutely right. And some animals are there for you as well, right? Like
right. And
dogs.
I think it's time for everybody to consider what's happening in her homeland.
So
right now.
yes, I have been through a lot of stuff. But the thing is, I want to say thank you for having me on this panel, really. And I'm out there to fight for anybody else that has been harassed or doxxed or anything else, not just by this one person, but for anybody else. Because I believe this is the direction that I really need to go to.
Yeah.
Because enough is enough.
There's a list. How can people get a hold of you?
I posted my email address on my YouTube channel into the About page. So if people want to get a hold of me, they can do that this way. If you want to say something to me in private, you can do through the it's zaname@zaname.com, the email. So thank you. I'm done talking about this conversation, and I said what I had to say. I don't have to answer to anybody else. So thank you.
Have a good day, Zaname.
Have a great night.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome anytime.
God bless you.
And thank you. I'm also going to step down. I just wanted to come up here and show support for Zaname since, you do get attacked when anybody defends her. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's a fun comment that you
Nice
just pinned.
profile picture.
I like the picture though. That's a,
Nice.
Can you believe? Can you
Yeah, me
believe that
too.
this? Yeah, that icon I think's got something to do with brain power there, man. What's going on, dude? Are you just trolling?
I look,
too much,
I
man?
look out for real, y'all.
Thank you,
Man,
Mia. Thank you very much.
I'm asking you, Jim, from the bottom of my heart. I'm asking everybody in the chat, even the ones talking shit. Let's let this little girl rest in peace, y'all. Let's pray for everybody involved in this situation. Not saying that in a vain way, saying that like for real, man. Because this, I mean, it's hurt that girl. It's hurt so many people, and it's divided so many good people, man. Like, you know, the Creep Squad, dog, y'all changed my life, man. Y'all, and it's just dividing people, and I hate seeing that type of shit. But on some real shit, man, we just need to let her rest in peace, man. And I think
That's
eventually
what
all this will go away. And
Creek Squad, you know, I mean, when did we start beating down? When did we start punching down, Creek Squad? When did we start beating and trashing on women and disrespecting the military? When did that happen? I never knew a Creek Squad that did that. All I got to say about that.
that's real, though.
I do think this is what I want to bring up. If you're in the military and you're defending Ryan's actions, I do ask you to reconsider because I think, as a lot of y'all know, it's pretty fucking disgusting. I don't know. I myself
Listen. And listen, people make mistakes.
No,
Man,
I get
somebody just
that.
said,
I'm
fuck
not
me.
saying completely fuck Ryan Upchurch. I'm saying, how do I say this? I'm saying like call him out on it because that's a battle. Like that's someone that you're letting being called out. That's a brother or sister. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to completely unsubscribe and say fuck you. I'm saying call
Sound
him
off.
out. Yeah, sound off. Let him know. Like,
Man, these comments are lit. All right.
What am I? That's all.
How many people
Sound
in
off,
there
Brent.
talking shit about me for? Why is people talking shit about me, man? I don't understand. Like
Because
I'm
you're
like
man.
totally trying
Hey,
to
it's
keep it
because
real.
you're questioning okay.
Sound
This
off,
is what
Brent.
I've noticed. If you question Ryan, it like fucking what's his name said. Even Ryan's admitted that he has fans like this that'll go out there and just bash the fuck out of you. It doesn't matter if you were best friends with him
Well,
since grade school
I'm
or
not
what
even
have you.
questioning him, man. I'm not even questioning him. I'm just like, man, he's so much bigger than the true crime community. We just want music and comedy videos, man. This stuff has gotten crazy. It's not even that we're questioning him at all, bro. Yeah, some shit was said that was crazy, but you know, hell, Ryan's entitled to his opinion. You know what I mean? Like that's anybody is.
Yeah,
But
no,
you
but
know,
I'm saying
when you're you're
There you go.
risking you're risking getting canceled and took away and sued and your name dragged, like people that love and care about him as a person, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's
but
like,
those are
damn, man,
people
we
that
don't want to
don't
see that happen.
understand. Those are the people that I'm saying. Those are the people that don't understand that kind of love. Their idea of love is, oh, keep doing what you're doing. You got it. You know, like instead of being, hey man, I give a fuck about you. You're going about this the wrong way. Or hey man, I give a fuck about you. I think you're wrong for this. Here's why.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You're going to get. They're looking at it like, oh, because you're saying, hey Ryan, you're wrong on this. It's you're against him instead of
Hey,
you actually give a fuck about him.
when did
Man,
let me
I
ask
wouldn't,
Unipology here.
I
Let me ask this dude
I
this
wouldn't be a
question real
good
quick.
big brother.
She's not Ukrainian military,
Yeah,
dumbass.
when did Ukrainian soldiers start wearing American uniforms and travel with American troops? In a TV
Fuck
documentary on
Ukraine and
ABC News, Good Morning Affiliate. When did that
I'm
start
gonna
happening?
explain this one more time because clearly you didn't do your fucking research.
Nah, don't beat the dead
You,
horse. That's like telling somebody if water's not wet. Don't even bother.
I'm gonna
If
just
he
say
wants to
this: you get
believe
your
that
green
she's not
card
in the
and come in the
military,
military.
by now you're not going to change his mind. Just let him bake. Let him bake on that, man. He'll go to her channel, make a comment, she'll screen cap it, and that'll just help get things solved.
I'm sorry, that shit pisses me off more than people that actually commit stolen valor. That's one of those things. Jesus, man. At least do a little
Hey, one thing I
research.
do think, y'all. One thing I do think, Jim, you might be wrong. I don't think he's doing this for like clout and views and shit. I think you just kind of tripped and fell down a rabbit hole.
That's what I think
man.
too.
Listen. Let me put it in the perspective of this. How many people that fell in that rabbit hole of QAnon? I fell in it. I thought fucking I'm fell into the QAnon rabbit hole and believed a lot of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes that happens. It does, bro. And I feel like that. I feel because I know Ryan, bro. Ryan don't give a shit. Ryan don't give a shit. He don't give a shit about money. Like he just lives his life and he doesn't says what he wants to, and he wouldn't do. I just don't see him purposely saying I'm gonna start all this shit to get my YouTube pop. It's just not him, man. That's why I'm like on here like. It's like I'm still defending him in a way because I know him. I know he's a great guy. He's a great human being. You know, I've heard so many people trash him and fucking Nicole Arbor and fucking Eddie Noel and fucking Dag.
Man, Nicole set him up.
This.
Nicole Arbor set him up.
Yeah.
She set him up.
What you said right there, I said we were talking about that. I did a video on that with you. Do you know who Hillbilly Heart is?
Yeah, I know. I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, she and I were discussing that, and we came to the same conclusion of he fell down a rabbit. Like he's too, like I think you said it too, emotionally involved in what's going on instead of separating the emotion.
Bro, he's
from
like
the
that, bro. He cares. Like he sometimes overly cares too much. Just like Psycho's on here, and he fucking cares. And people are coming at him like he hates Ryan, but he just gives a fuck, you know, what's going on. He fucking cares. And he had a point when he said, hey, man, I go so far back, it ain't Creek's fault to me, it's Wreck. How far, you know, we wasn't built on them principles and the morals to bring down the military or the police, you know. Bro, he changed my life, dude. I used to run from the police and hate the police. When I met this kid, hell, I started respecting police officers and shit. Shit I never done my whole life. He never changed I tell people this all the time, and he didn't change my life for no amount of money. He changed my life with the way I treat my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so good. He was so good to breathe back in the day. And I used to see this shit, and I'd be like, damn, man, this little young dude, like, I can learn something from him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would never come at dude on no hate shit or he's a piece of shit. Hey, he's a young dude. He makes his own choices. Sometimes I don't agree with him. Like now, I don't agree with some of the things that have been done, but I know Ryan and I know his heart. Man, he's going to pull through this and come out smelling like some roses because he just cares and he gets wrapped up in this shit. It's not coming from a spot where, oh, I'm going to do this and drop some music to get my name going. He don't need that, bro. Everybody, I mean, not everybody, but he's got enough fans that he don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why anybody talking shit, anybody talking about shit about me, just say it to my face. Because they can't even deny me because they know where my heart's at. Bro, they know where my heart's at, bro. They can't deny that.
I don't lie to you.
Wait a minute, Amanda, you think so I did the same thing because Ryan didn't check out my videos? Oh, okay, whatever. You think I need a YouTube channel that I might get $20 a month off of if I'm lucky? You really think that? It don't matter to me one way or the other if he sees my video. I would hope he does because I'm the kind of fan that paid his bills. I'm the fan that paid his bills. I buy the music. I buy the merch. I go to the concerts. So
I think Church saved a lot of people's lives. I know he saved like with his music because his music reaches a lot of people, and a lot of people can rationalize.
He's motivating as fuck. He's inspiring.
He saved
to
my
a lot
life.
of people. Bro, I'm a 41-year-old man, bro. I'm a 41-year-old man, and I'm sitting here telling you this man changed my life in so many ways, and he's a young dude. And he don't realize that, and that's cool. He can hate me and talk shit about me all he wants. I don't give a fuck.
What answer, Heather? What question did you have for Zanime that wasn't answered?
I love how all these questions are general questions. Like it's not like a direct.
Right.
Why
I
didn't
want
she
to know,
answer
what
this?
question does she have that wasn't answered? What was it?
Tell me you're
I mean,
brainwashed.
she pretty
without
well
telling me
covered
you're brainwashed.
everything. She's 1,000% military, not even open for debate. Not even open for debate. That'd be like saying water's not wet to say she's not in the military. You might as well say the same thing. So, what question did you have that is not answered?
Also, I wanted to say this because I've seen a lot of people making videos and comments on this shit. Stop asking to see her discharge papers. There's a lot of private information that is put on those papers.
Why would you need to
don't
see her
that
discharge
shit
papers?
for yourself.
Isn't the
That's what I'm
ABC
saying.
documentary good enough? Isn't the ABC News Good Morning affiliate documentary with her riding with her troops, is that not good enough? How can that not be good enough?
That shit pissed me off
Jesus.
too. Ask for
Just-
private papers and then wonder why
I
people
couldn't
don't
imagine.
show it.
I just couldn't imagine going through life being this gullible right here. I just couldn't imagine. You get taken advantage of so easy. You know, I've always said a Nigerian email scam is $1 billion a year industry. Okay, it's $1 billion a year industry.
The
And
only reason
they
it
suck
exists is
$1
because people
billion
fall into it.
out of the American economy just using emails. By sending an email to somebody and saying, look, I'm stuck in Nigeria. I'm a prince. I inherited $800 million and I can't get my money out of Nigeria. So if you give me your bank account number, I can transfer my money in your bank account. We'll share it. And someone falls for that scam every single day.
It's like those
up to the tune of $1 billion. And that's what you're doing right here with this. You're falling
Did you ever see
for
those
a
NPC
Nigerian
memes?
email scam because there's nothing suspicious about her. She's a random girl that Ryan picked randomly and just decided to just randomly slander. And she's military 100%. She just worked hard to get her brother and sister out of her war-torn country. Her country is being bombed out right now.
And her nieces
She had
and
to get her
nephews.
family out of there. And here you are talking about she's very suspicious. Do you really think this girl, this military girl, had something to do with harming a child? You've got to just try to do some critical thinking in your life.
It's like those NPC memes. I don't know if you ever seen those where it's like the gray guy and a bunch of other gray guys and the one like colorful dude, and it's like they're pushing one narrative and saying the same thing over and over again. And then like as soon as you question, you gotta look that up. That's like what I'm looking at right now, where they keep saying the same fucking thing. Who cares if she's military? Doesn't mean anything.
Hi, my name is Killer. My mommy wiped my butt still. That's a weird question. My mommy wiped my butt still. Okay.
What?
This Killer asked a question. Says my mommy wipes my butt still.
The reason they ask that question is it's a strong man, right? If I can prove you're stolen valor, I can prove you have a tendency of lying. Because she put her military thing out there, of course, yeah, I'm going to sit there and go, oh.
The thing of it is, if Ryan hadn't picked her out just randomly and started ragging on her, none of you even know who she was. You wouldn't even know who she was. You wouldn't. She'd just be living her life, and you wouldn't even know about her.
At least.
Well, this is the thing about this thing was wrong with the internet because people judge people they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to judge somebody.
Yeah, it's
that
bad
you don't
because
even know.
two things: comments don't have tone. There's not any tone in comments, so sarcasm's taken the wrong way sometimes, and yeah, it's bad. It's social media is the death of us, I believe. It's separating us instead of bringing us together.
Yeah, it's the chip. It's the chip that they said in the Bible. This is it right here. We hold it every day. It's the chip.
Is it?
It's
you look in the Bible.
It's definitely the work of the devil.
But if you look in the Bible, it's a little like Revelations is playing out, but I don't know who's Christian like that, so I don't go too deep in that. But if you look at Revelations, shit, everything's playing out the way it says it will.
Hey, Castle, were they talking about that the sticker on the back of the car is a RAM, and computers have
Ryan has
RAM,
this
and so
panel going right now.
it's random access memory. So since there's random access memory, it must be hooked to a satellite uplink, and then that satellite uplink beams back down to Ikadmel's podcast.
I will say when I was watching that, I thought that was like a schizophrenic episode for a second. That was when I first saw that.
I'm going to say his cheeks were glowing red. I'd never seen that before, ever. They were like they had light bulbs behind. I mean, they were bright red, and his pupils were as big as nickels. And I'm not just saying that to be mean. That is an absolute. I screen capped it and showed it to my wife, and she was like, "Oh my God!" So take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, I don't jump on that train because I don't know what he does and I don't know his personal life.
It's just an observation. I'm not saying it couldn't mean anything. I'm just saying
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
no.
seen him look that way before. That was a new thing.
I think no one said, "Oh, it's anime," until Ryan got pissed off at her disdain challenges and him doxing people. That was funny. I haven't seen him call anybody out for doxing her yet. Now that I think about it, I haven't really he said don't dox people, but he's never actually said, "Hey guys, stop doxing his anime." So that's something that I just
You know
thought
what?
about right now.
I think Ryan might not realize how powerful his voice is sometimes, man. Like some people don't know how much power they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think honestly, man, like if I've seen this happen so many times, like different situations. Man, listen, 2 weeks from now we'll be talking about something else. You know, I think the whole true crime community is a bunch of blood sucking. Anybody that will get online and tag somebody's name in it 100 fucking times is just missing or dead is to try to get views. It's just whack as fuck to me. I stand on that.
Why did she
I just
delete the
do.
13 seconds? What are you talking about? Elaborate on that.
She
What do you
shut
mean
her
the 13
she
seconds?
shut her profile
That's been
down.
explained
She shut
like
her profile
87
down.
million times. It's been explained probably close to I don't know how many times it can be explained. Do I need to explain it again to you, Timbo, or are you just gonna just stick to your failed belief and
What's that
refuse
saying?
any facts that were refuted?
What's
It
that
was
saying?
never
You
her
can bring a
video.
horse to water.
It was never her video, Timbo. Let me explain this to Timbo and some of these other guys that are in here, okay?
She had a
Snapchat,
sticker on that
in
canoe.
Snapchat, if you still say you're having a cookout with your family, okay, and you're at the park, and you're in Snapchat, you can record a quick video, okay, of your, hey, here's my mom, there's my aunt, we're having a cookout, it's a wonderful day, how's it look? And then you hit stop, and a little window pops up. It's this amazing technology, okay, and you can share it, you can pin it, or you can email it. And pin it, you can pin it to Google Maps, and it'll drop a little pin on Google Maps with that video attached to it. Then anybody on the face of planet Earth can click on that pin and play that video. That's the video you're talking about there, Timbo. It was never her video. It was the people that was having the cookout. They pinned it there days before this ever happened. Days before this ever happened, a family having a picnic simply recorded a video, pinned it in Google Maps. Zanime saw the video, played it. That's it. Nothing else to it. In a park where hundreds of people cook out in that park every single day. If you went to that park today, right now, there's probably 30 people there. There'll be 80 people there by 8 in the morning. And the park will be that crowded for the rest of the day. Every single day, that many people are there. And she just happened to be one of them.
Castro, you said something about the true crime community sucking off of YouTube. How many of those channels do you think actually, like, through the revenue they get, through the cases they do, put money towards the victims?
None of them. And a lot of them don't even do it for money. They just do it for the attention and the clout. I'm fuck true crime community. I think they're all whack. Like, there's nothing wrong with, hey, man, this girl or this guy is missing. Let's post this on our community or let's make one video about it. But when it gets to the point where every day. You're chasing that clout of everybody talking about this and trying to get in the algorithm. It's just whack to me. It's whack as fuck.
Yeah.
And Ryan don't need that. That's why I'm like, Ryan gets it. Ryan likes. He likes shit like that. You know, he's into stuff like that, like in real life. And like when I text him, I told him, I was like, hey bro, you're bigger than that. Leave that shit alone. You know what I mean? Just out of love, not out of no disrespect or nothing like that, but just out of a place coming from love. Like, bro, you're so much bigger than that, man. Fuck that shit. But I understand he's passionate and he wants to help find the girl and solve the mystery. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of, I'm not saying he does that, but a lot of them people are just, they're doing that to get people to add money to their chat. You know what I'm saying? When they go live and give, you know, it's just weird to me, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with trying to help.
Is he saying his anime
let me
was
give
at the party?
Dr. Killer here. Hey, he says, killing you with logic. And this is what's funny with a name like that. Killing you with logic, he says. Zanime was at the party and with the people who supplied the little girl with alcohol, and something horrible happened. Why are you all dying on that hill with her there?
She was never at the party.
Hey, what? Killer.
Where did that
you
come
know
from?
When your mom and dad told you that Santa Claus was real when you were 1, when you were 2, and when you were 3, and then when you were 4, and then when you were 5, and then about the time you got around 8, it started to dawn on you that they might not be telling you the truth. Okay? Ryan is Santa Claus.
You mean that's not true? Oh my God.
There you go. There's your answer.
Right,
Ryan is Santa Claus. See if you can figure that out.
Hey, just want to say hi.
Hey, how you doing, man? Appreciate you coming by.
Oh yeah, I was just watching Ryan's stream and it was just a lot.
Speculation.
Far too much, to be honest.
Is that the guy that was licking his lips in the video? Is that him though, y'all?
No.
Okay.
I didn't find the
Ryan be doing.
See, hey, listen. Let me read Castle Black's response here, because there were people listening in ear pods, so they got to hear the questions. And Castle Black says, I saved the exact same video on Snapchat that she talked about. I opened it directly in Snapchat. I did too. I did the day that Ryan did it. And people still wouldn't believe it. That video was there for about 3 days until those people got attacked. You see, not only Zanime got attacked, but that Spanish family that had that cookout there that day, and they pinned it, they've been attacked. But yeah, you're very true, Castle. I looked at it too. And I thought, how can this be lost on so many people? Because I thought everybody knew you could do that. I didn't know people didn't know you could do that. I've been doing that 10 years ago. I don't know.
It's like the video game when you whisper something to the kid next to you and it goes around the circle, it comes back, and it's something completely different. And
whisper down the alley.
You know what I'm talking about, like telephone or whatever they call it. And you whisper it around the circle.
It's telephone or whisper down the alley.
Oh my God. Okay. Tracy says, I believe Timbo is talking about the 13 seconds she removed from the video of her kayaking. Once again, Tracy. Once again, Zanime is a person that's in the military, in the United States military. She was featured in a documentary on ABC's Good Morning local affiliate as they rode along with her and her troops, talking about the work she did to help get her family out of war-torn Ukraine. She was just a random girl on a podcast that Ryan singled out and made up a bunch of stuff about. And here you are holding on to the belief that she had something to do with harming this child. And it's just foolish. Foolish. She's explained it a million times. She didn't do anything about no 13-second nothing. She took the original video down because you guys went over there and attacked her. And she freaked. This girl had barely been on YouTube, hardly ever. She made a couple of videos on her channel. She didn't know anything. She had like 8 followers. Next thing you know, there's millions of people slamming her. Who the hell wouldn't have pulled that video down? You would have. I know goddamn well you would have. Come on, man. Really? Come on. Tell me it's not lost on you that a person in the military isn't out trying to harm a 16-year-old. There were probably 80 other people in that park that day. How's come they're not suspect? Zav girl featured a girl that drove her car right to where Kiely was parked and right to where her car went in the water. Why isn't she a suspect? Come on, man.
Probably is.
You guys got to let this go. You got to fucking let it go, man. It's silly.
What the fuck?
Silly.
Did you see this comment? This person said, "Why are you talking to Nazi propagandists and caulking people into
Like, yeah.
people YouTube?" What? What the fuck? There's nothing. What? Okay.
Oh,
That's
well,
a scammer
so
taking followers.
we're not in this podcast making up wild, ridiculous, baseless allegations. Okay. That's the difference. We're just talking. We're not accusing people of stuff. We're not slandering people. This is a question from Patsy McDowell. She says, well, you're on a live doing the same thing. No, I'm not. I'm not slandering the parents. I'm not accusing Zanime of being involved. I'm not accusing Ikadmel of being involved. I'm not attacking the kid that found the laptop. We're just talking. Big difference. And the rest of her question is, it says, the mom asked everyone to leave her daughter in peace. Okay, can you show me where you left that comment on Ryan's channel? Is it there now? Would I be able to find this comment on Ryan's channel? Patsy, would I be able to find your comment on Ryan's channel?
Mad Season says none of us have slandered his mom.
Oh, good Lord. Nobody slandered Patty in any way, shape, and or form.
No, we didn't.
I wouldn't have allowed it. If somebody would have done it, they would have been kicked out of here.
We had respectful conversations, and she was pretty respectful as well. So, now y'all trying to start something that's not there. You're trying to start
they're trolls. They think they're helping Ryan. They think they're helping Ryan. They don't understand that when they go out there and they be nasty to people, those people report it. And it's just building a big report folder that's going to flow over. So guys, keep it up. Keep it up. Every time you go in the comments and attack somebody over something he said, they're reporting it. There's a lot of people out there that won't sit and argue with you. They'll read your nasty comment, screen cap it, and report it. Boom. And that's a strike against Ryan.
Tell you what, man.
Check private chat. Someone sent you a message, Babel.
Right. Okay.
Man, this shit got me not want to even make comedy videos no more, man. I don't even feel like
Hey, Babel, you need here, let me read you some of them. Hey, Babel, you need a better hobby for your retirement. Put down the cam, damn. Well, I don't know. I got 5,000 subscribers in a week. Didn't have to even plug myself. Never asked nobody to subscribe. Never did anything. Didn't have to have Ryan Upchurch bless my channel. There's that. It says, can I get in the kitchen? You could.
No, that was the chick that was that came on and was defending his anime.
Yeah. Casual, do you have any way to get on touch? Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get in. Oh, okay. That was Johnny hitting me up. All right, we're good.
That last private chat was funny though. I don't lie. Better hobby.
All right. Hey guys, I'm kicking it out tonight. I got to go to bed early. I got to work in the morning. I appreciate everybody coming by.
Oh, you mean you have a job?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I actually got to put a clutch in a Jeep Wrangler in the morning. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. I'm going to try to do a live like maybe 2 nights a week, trying to get on a schedule. I've got a 3-bank phone rollover that I got patched in the board, which was part of my phones for the business. But at night, I can use it for this, so I can do callers and everything. So it ought to get better. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Johnny Cashville, I love you, brother. Appreciate what you're doing. I'm sorry that it's being received bad. And it blows my mind you're up there at Rosa Villa. You know how many times I rocked that club? I used to take a 60,000 watt PA in that club and just pound the walls out of it. And I've seen a lot of bands in there. Huh?
I do want to say,
Look,
I'm glad that we got to
Dimebag
get off
Daryl
the
got
right
killed.
foot
Hold on,
cycle.
bud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What are you saying,
I like-
Castro?
I said Dimebag Daryl got killed at Alrosa.
Yeah. A buddy of mine was doing sound that night, a guy that goes by Droid. Him and I went to the audio technician school together, and he works for a big company called Columbus. I know you've heard them. They're called Delight. They power gigs everywhere, and he works for them. He was in there that night when that happened. But yeah, I rocked that club in the 70s.
Can you pull this guy into the voice chat that's talking all that shit in private chat? I want to see if he's willing to do it over voice.
Oh no, I don't know what he's doing. That was just one message sent.
No, he sent another one.
Hey, listen, I want to say something real quick before we go. Listen, y'all, and I really mean this. Listen, y'all pray for everybody involved in this Creek Squad. Listen, even the ones that are mad right now, y'all pray for everybody involved in this. And remember, the family that prays together stays together. So no matter what, I don't think Babel's over here trying to, everybody's kind of confused and everybody's going separate ways. This is all gonna work out. This is all gonna be cool. Let's keep that same energy, man. Let's keep staying positive and just pray for everybody involved, man. And I love y'all. I'm out. I gotta get these kids to school in the morning.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, Johnny. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, but I'm glad I got to end this conversation cycle. I'm glad I got to clear some things up because I think we were started on the wrong foot. So,
yeah, like I say, I ain't one to beat a dead horse, man. I ain't into all that crap, man.
No,
as soon as I saw that documentary, I didn't need to discuss that with anybody anymore.
Yeah, but I'm glad we got to have this conversation.
All right. Hey, you got something to say, Kate?
Oh, I just wanted to say, Northern Hillbilly, right?
Yes, correct.
I just think you're very respectful, and I loved hearing you and Zanime come together. I was here in the last live stream.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
awesome.
I really appreciate you like just keeping open, and then it was a beautiful thing to watch. So
yeah, no, there's more conversations like that need to be had. I actually want to try and get her on my podcast that I just started because I want her to be able to talk about her life, like what it was like in Ukraine, and so people can get to know her outside.
I would love that. Yeah,
that Brian has put on her, and I think that would be a very good thing for somebody to do. So hopefully I can do that. And like I said, I'm a defender as much as I can because that whole stolen valor shit, that shit got me pissed.
Yeah, that's awful.
So
hey, homicide books are pretty popular there. Fishing with Cam. That's all me and my wife watch. We watch murder mysteries, and my wife reads murder novels. That's a very popular subject for everybody in the world. I'm sorry you're confused about that. That's unfortunate.
But yeah, that's all I'll say on that. I want to get her with there's somebody that I did a video with today actually named Hillbilly Heart, and she does a really good job on looking at like psychology on things and bringing different stuff up and bringing up different perspectives. So I want to get those two together because I think they would have a very
that'd be wonderful. Yeah.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you guys all stopping by. We'll do another one. I gotta go.
Psychobabble, I appreciate you.
Peace out, man.
Yep.
Bye, guys.